Are you ready for a journey like no other? Imagine a city where maths meets adventure. Welcome to Hexagon City, where mystery and adventure await. Join us in this gripping tale of intrigue and discovery. With twists and turns at every corner, you will be on the edge of your seat. So what are you waiting for? Head to YouTube now and watch the Tale of Hexagon City. Come and explore Hexagon City, where maths meet human affairs. On one fateful day, the rational boys faced the irrational boys, and it was very bloody with the clash of the rational boys and the irrational boys. Consequently, many of the irrational boys fled to the even zone. With the invasion of even zone by the rational boys, a village head was attacked in the even zone. A businessman Adeyemo in even zone was weeks away during the clash. His kidnap gave the people of the zone great concern. A ransom was paid to the rational boys to secure Adeyemo's release. When the other factional group saw that a leader was kidnapped and ransom was collected by the kidnappers, other factional groups took to kidnapping, which did not go well with the king, who had just a few months left to rule.
My people of Hexagon City, I assure you of security, development, and bring to book all those who do corruption.
The palace guards started devising means to see that the people perpetrating evil in the city were brought to book. But there were traitors among the palace guards, revealing the secrets in the palace to the perpetrators.
Our city's insecurity is becoming unbecoming. The city guards are incapacitated by the weapons used to fight insecurity. Let's all take security measures to make Hexagon City great.
One day, this security breach brought a nasty experience in the palace. One of the deadly groups invaded the palace one day to kidnap the king. They were nearly successful, but for the intervention of Agbola, one of the young palace guards, who was very proactive to secure the release of the king while in the palace so he would not be whisked away. The news of this attempted kidnapping of the king in the palace filtered to the youths in the city, as they all mobilized to stage a protest against the dastardly act. The palace guards promised the youths that they would never again allow such invasion any longer, either with the present king or any other enthroned king. As the situation worsened, the youths, who were mostly unemployed, now decided to engage in illicit affairs, drugs, and other crimes. Many of them later took to crime called probability in an attempt to become rich very fast. They were popularly called probability boys.
Some of us, young ladies in Hexagon City, have taken to prostitution when we can't get job to take care of our needs. We're using what we have to get what we don't have in this poor economy.
Oh yeah. We are probability boys. We chose this path because we don't have the chance to rule or be heard, as old people 70 and above have taken the leadership spaces of youths in our city. We want a world of our own to run things and be influential early in life. Jobs provided by the leaders cannot put enough foods on our tables.
As such, the probability crime became so popular that many of the young ones in school started engaging in this crime, and this influenced many of them negatively by preventing them and also younger ones from studying in schools again. In the face of crimes, which Hexagon City was still facing amid security challenges, a pandemic called sequence broke out within even zone. At the time, detectives and doctors in the city were on strike. The king prevailed on the doctors to resume duty, but before they could resume, the pandemic had spread to other zones and even neighboring cities. The local clinics and health centers recorded a death total of 777 citizens. Meanwhile, the king was so disturbed that he had to seek assistance from other cities to curtail the deadly sickness. In fact, to stop the spread to people, the king ordered a week sit at home for all the inhabitants of the city.
Dear market women and mothers, the king has commissioned my office to address you all, to maintain hygiene to avoid the sequence disease that has been killing in hundreds and spreading to other cities too.
Unfortunately, the assistance received from other cities to help people with the sickness in Hexagon City could not reach those that needed it in time, as the officers in charge diverted the financial aid. The city later suffered another casualty of 1,111 citizens. This made the king remove 2 officers directly linked to the fund diversion and ordered their prosecution. The king called on the religious leaders in the city to come and make atonement to their God. There were 3 major religions in the city, namely the Plus movement, the Star movement, and the Circular movement. Unfortunately, some of the religious leaders took advantage of the situation to enrich themselves. Some of them gave false messages to the king that he would reign for additional years and the city constitution would be changed in his honor for his good intention.
Oshira Baba Shorox Bobo. Melke Buhari Musakima. O king, live forever. The sequence disease will fade away. Oh yes. O la Kosoromo Hidimos. You're going to rule for another 4 years in Hexagon. Ojokobian Pythagoras Quadratic Limeski. You're the best king. Ride on, O king. We speak by the power of our creator.
The king offered them gifts for coming to the palace to appease the gods on behalf of the city. Many of them received the gift, while a few of them, namely Ali, Adeboye, Kumuyi, and Oshuntimeyin, refused to accept anything from the king, stating that they are working for their God and not for any material gain.